Giant guy!
Why is he here?
Minor reploids fight.
I don't think that applies to this, but whatever.
Does anything really apply to this at this point in the game? It's not like they're really trying anymore.
No, I guess not.
There's no real effort here to make any sense out of this. It's just like, yeah, he has the power over chaos, and now we're trapped in a nightmare where we're fighting in the Pro Bending League against giant dragonfly bunnies.
Right.
Yeah. It's just like... It's like they just started throwing darts at the board saying, okay, this is what the level will be made of. Now I have to run up to him again and get yelled at again and sent into a different minigame. Again.
And again.
And again. And this is kind of weird because now we're fighting as Spirit KORRA, but it's actually, even though she's giant, it's actually kind of mini Spirit KORRA because she was actually way bigger than this in Season 2.
Yeah.
So this fight's kind of awkward because even though you actually do a lot of damage on your punches,
You're slow.
You're so slow. And you have no bending, it's all melee attacks.
Just because you're big doesn't make you slow.
Yeah.
Look at the Titans from Attack on Titan. They do it right.
You know, to be perfectly honest, I've only watched the first 5 episodes of Attack on Titan before I got bored. So
Yeah, well, you get my point, though.
Well, I didn't really see much of them. I got to see them like attack the city in like the first couple of episodes, but they weren't really like running around or anything.
They still, well, basically, they move like they would normal people. They're just big.
Yeah, I mean, well, like another comparison would be like Evangelion,
yeah,
for example.
That works too. It's like just because you're big and heavy doesn't mean you're going to suddenly be really slow in whatever you do.
Yeah, well, that's the same argument like when people are in space. When you're in space, you don't suddenly move in slow motion.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be funny, but it's not.
Yeah. So, punch those tanks. Kick those tanks.
At this point, you're doing more damage to them than they are to you. Just punch them.
Actually, you'd be surprised. I did this section 3 or 4 times because they can knock you down fast.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, those tanks.
Finished him with a Shoryuken.
Superhero landing! Yeah! KORRA! And we're back here again.
We're going to take 3 more steps and he's going to laugh at us.
Pretty much. Well, we're gonna fight these 2 assholes now. Giant spirit assholes!
And Hugh wanted to leave the portals open, KORRA.
Yeah, thanks, KORRA. This is all your fault, KORRA. Because you're a bad avatar. You have, like, insecurity issues and stuff, especially in the 4th season. Because they needed a plot device to make you weaker, I guess.
To be fair, all of Season 3 is her fault.
Indirectly, it wasn't intentional.
Well, true, yeah.
I don't know, was it really her fault? Because, like, your Zahir getting airbending and whatnot was kind of just left of field. There's never really explanation for it. It's just like, oh, KORRA left the portals open, therefore airbending.
It's still kind of her fault, then.
Yeah, but like I said, there's never any explanation given, though.
I suppose. But on the bright side, we got those dorky airbenders who are meant to mock the viewers.
Say what now?
I'm joking, you know, those dorky, you know, when they're going around getting the other airbenders, they find the one who lives in his mom's basement.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably a low point for the series.
Yeah.
Not a career high point. Get my butt kicked. You're actually supposed to lose this part. I don't think there's any way to actually beat these things.
Remember, we are all one.
But look, Janora's giving us a pep talk.
Why don't you do something?
Because she's astral projecting.
That doesn't stop other astral projections.
She's here to provide moral support.
Yeah.
Let go, KORRA. The division between you and your enemies is an illusion.
See, that's deep, man. The division between you and your enemies is imaginary. All are one.
Or you could just go back out of the portal and seal the portals again and end this entirely, but whatever.
Fight another. Let go.
You have to let go, Korra. You have to become the Avatar.
Oh, good, because I already am.
Become Avatar-er. Avatar stage! Ho!
Yay.
So, with the Avatar state itself, I mean, is it just, like, I don't really quite understand it, I suppose. I mean, obviously just becoming exponentially more powerful is, like, neat and all. But given the fact that the Avatar has access to all the elements anyway, I mean, why can't the Avatar just do that naturally?
I think the idea is that they can use all of them at once, at least in context of the show. Obviously not quite here, but...
Well, we are using all of them pretty much at once anyway, I guess.
True.
As you can kind of see from that, like, big old explosion. And this is kind of neat because obviously, like, you do get to just go through and wreck shit without any kind of consequence or anything like that, which is fun. Which kind of makes me wish there were more sections like this in the game.
Why couldn't we do that earlier?
Well, that's my point. Is like, you know, games like Prototype and like and whatnot are built on the concept of of having a power fantasy, and Saints Row is another good example of just being able to just do crazy shit and be super powerful and have fun. And I'm not saying that should happen all the time throughout this game because that would get boring, but having more parts, little parts like this would have definitely probably bumped up an extra half point or so.
Or at least give it like a devil trigger thing where you can only use it a little bit after building it up.
Actually, that's a fantastic idea. Why the fuck wasn't there like an Avatar State Devil Trigger in this game?
They weren't thinking, apparently.
Like, in all seriousness, why wasn't there one? Because that would have made this game so much more fun, like, right off the bat. Being able to go into... You can go into Avatar State by buying an item from Iroh's shop, but it's, like, pretty expensive and it doesn't last very long, and you can only buy one at a time.
Iroh, why aren't you just helping me naturally?
Because I'm dead.
You don't need money.
It's spirit currency.
Why do spirits need currency?
Well, I told you, he's in there for all eternity. He gets bored. He wants to play strip poker.
Oh, you mean strip pie show?
You know what I find funny about that is the fact that you corrected me on whether it was poker instead of the fact that he was playing strip versions of it. Anyway, this is all the backstory he was talking about, like blah blah blah, trapped in the spirit world, blah blah, immortality, blah blah.
We caught him monologuing.
Witty banter. Recycled animations.
We're cheap.
Creepy rapist stare. Yes, my spirit minions, do my bidding, and oh god, they're dying, aren't they?
If you're immortal, why don't you just do it yourself?
Well, the better question is that why is it in a second we get to find out that his like, the reason he has a giant helmet on his back is that it's actually his brother, like in a really weird Quato kind of way?
That's gross.
Open your eyes to me. Start the reactor.
Right.
Oh, come on, you've seen the original Total Recall.
Yes. It's been a while, though.
Yeah, well, there are some lines that are just pretty memorable, but anyway. It's better than the remake.
When isn't that the case?
Trying to think. Yeah, well, I mean, like, there are remakes that are better than the originals, but those are usually, like, more anime kind of things, not Hollywood kind of things.
Yeah, more or less. Speaking of remakes, there's a third Disney version of Jungle Book coming out, just what everyone wanted.
And here's the creepy brother. Like, no explanation whatsoever. It's like, it turns out I'm super buff and, like, a Siamese twin.
Okay.
Yeah. Surprise!
Master Roshi, you are not.
So, he has 3 health bars, and if you watch closely, which you'll have plenty of opportunity to because this fight drags out forever, basically hitting this guy is, like, doing nothing to him. So actually, no, I take that back. That's the first health bar. The second health bar takes a long time to go down. First one actually goes down kind of fast.
If they go down at different speeds, why have 3 at all?
It's this whole fight is a pain in the ass. This is phase 1 that we're in right now. And I'm actually going to fast forward part of phase 2 because it does take so fucking long to get through, and this episode is already kind of running over time. It's going to be a 22-minute episode that, without fast forwarding it, was actually up to around 30, and I was just like, yep, gotta cut some of that crap out.
We're already bored.
Yeah. Because we get to fight spirits again. So, well, we forgot to mention that spirits weren't enemy types, so there's like at least
6.
something going for it, I guess.
6.
6 enemy types.
Well, I guess 7 because we have to technically count the final boss, but...
And 8 if you want to count the fact that there are like regular spirits and flying spirits.
Okay, fine. 8.
Yeah, 8. So yeah, still not representing great amounts of value. So this guy is a real asshole because you can't lock onto him, and he likes to go off screen to attack you.
When did he get so big?
If you watch Resident Evil 5 when it's on the channel, there's a running joke that Dre and I have about the fact that like Chris is so fucking buff in that game that he's just clearly just like a ravenous protein steroid beast, and clearly this guy shops at the same place.
Yeah, pretty much. But does he punch boulders like a boss, though?
Actually, he does. You'll see him punch boulders very shortly.
Hooray! He is Chris.
He actually punches boulders better than Chris.
No one punches boulders better than Chris.
None defeat Chris in the boulder punching stakes.
It's all he's good for.
So this is a shitty part of the fight where we have to destroy the 5 copies of him before he gets to the real one, and he's going to throw shit at us from a distance, and you can attack him with water bending from a distance. Here you go, punching boulders.
Yeah.
KORRA punches boulders too.
Yeah, all this lightning stuff just gives me bad flashbacks to Final Fantasy X.
Wait, what part?
The lightning dodging.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Tried doing that 200 fucking times.
Is there an achievement or something?
You get something for it. I can't remember what, though. It's been a long time.
Oh yeah, I think you're right too. Jess is asking if he's watching because he's probably the only person that I know who actually likes Final Fantasy X. So yeah, and also you have to be in a certain range to be able to attack him, otherwise it doesn't hit. And now he's throwing dark sperm at us.
Ew.
Ew. Oh my.
KORRA doesn't swing that way.
Well, she's technically bi, because she was into, Mako.
Maybe that was just her experimenting. I don't know.
She's gay. She was just experimenting with him. Oh, the shipping is strong with this one. So yeah, the only real way to damage these clones is to reflect reflect the boulders back at him, which you can do because reasons. Earthbending, I guess, and stuff.
If he knows this isn't working, why does he continue to do it?
Because he's a bad guy. They don't care. Anyway, what's really annoying about this phase is that, like, you can't really damage him and he can't really damage you. It's really, like, the only time you actually get to do anything is when he comes back to the center platform. So you can still see, like, I mean, we are already a good 5 minutes into this fight, I would say.
We're just now finishing his first health bar.
Yeah, his first health bar. Hence why this fight takes fucking forever. And I knew how to do it the second time around. The first time took even longer because you have to figure all this shit out.
Oh well. Only doing it this last time and never again.
It'll be over soon, yeah. Never again, ever. In fact, I would probably play Transformers again before I played this again. That was fair, I got 2 at once. So it still probably took me about an hour to get through this fight just because of all the times that I died before I actually finally cleared it. The sole saving grace of this fight is that if you die and you finish the first phase, it does start from phase 2.
That's good at least. Checkpoints.
Yeah, that is like the only part that makes this fight tolerable. Because he does retreat to the platforms a lot during the second phase, but he never does it with multiple copies, only just does it with the one version of himself, which at least makes it easier to not get hit by fucking boulders. Phase 2! And it's in hyper time because fuck everything, I'm done with this fight.
Chipmunk mode activate.
And you can see, like, so we get these barriers that he'll put up in phase 2, which have to be broken with a certain type of bending, and if you...
Color-coded for your convenience.
Yeah, which they're actually not too bad. If you break them fast enough, he will actually go into a sunset for a very short period of time. But the downside is if you hit them with the wrong type of bending, that bending gets bent back at you and you take damage from it, unless you can dodge it, I guess. But it's also an opportunity to listen to the awesome KORRA soundtrack, which is really fucking good.
Too bad we can't just stop and listen to it in the game. Because sound effects everywhere.
Yeah! Yep, fight's still going. As you can see, he just retreats back to that rock a lot. Which drags that length of the fight tremendously. And now we're finally into phase 3, which is actually just easy breezy territory, because we get out of Tau State.
Super Saiyan KORRA!
Oh my god, that wasn't edited, we actually thought of that at the same time. It totally is.
Well, we're just flying doing Dragon Ball Z battles, so...
Pretty much. You know what, why not Platinum make a Dragon Ball Z game? They'd probably be perfect for it.
Because I think Atari still owns the license for it.
Ah, that sucks. So this is just like hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks here. You just mash buttons till he's dead at this point. Because nothing he can do can hurt you, and you can just keep throwing different bending at him to break all the barriers that he puts up.
Just throw everything at him.
Everything, sir! Everything!
Just die already.
And here we go. Quick time! And also, you know what? The other fun, weird part about this is that this game is so repetitive that when we got to this part and I had to do quick time events, I was actually like, wow, quick time events are actually like breaking this up a little and making it a little bit more fun. Which is something that you never say about quick time events.
Well, you're not supposed to say that about quick time events.
I know, but I'm kind of like, as I said, it's like it's so repetitive and so bland. It's like, wow, I'm actually enjoying this quick time event. Yep, he's dead. So dead.
I still see a body, KORRA. You didn't beat him enough.
Well, his brother looks pretty fucking dead.
Well, his brother already looked fucking dead.
Speaking of which, now we're going to spirit bend him to death. And I mean literally spirit bend him to death.
Thank you, Aang.
Thank you, Aang. You gave me the power to kill. I mean, seriously, look. He's dying! Look at him!
It's okay, he was an immortal monster.
See, and now there's no body left, there's no nothing, there's just energy dissipating. He is clearly dead.
He was an immortal monster, so it's not bad.
He had to die sometime, order has been restored.
KORRA? I thought opening the portal in my lifetime would be an issue. But it turns out I also have to answer for things I did 100 lifetimes ago.
Well, at least after that, facing Tana
Shut the fuck up, Janora.
should be no problem.
He didn't help at all.
Nothing you did helped. And now we get like kind of like the Devil May Cry-esque post-credit sequence where we have to beat the wolf bats while the credits are playing out.
This is Wolfbat.
which would kind of be a nice nod to the series, considering that we never got to see KORRA kind of get her revenge on the Wolfbats because they cheated, obviously, in the first season to win the championship. But if you look closely, you'll notice that these are just 3 generic characters. There's no actual distinction to them or anything.
Were they even still pro-bending after Season 2?
I don't know, I think like the last time we saw them was where the leader was like getting his bending back.
Yeah, so why are they pro-bending now? I thought Mako was a policeman and Bolin was a mover star.
Just don't question it. At this point, we're in the ending credits. Do you really want to question the game at this point?
I'm going to continue doing it because the game makes me.
There is some funny banter, if you are listening to this, about, you know, food jars, Pabu getting his head caught in them, those kind of things.
Yes, that's pretty much what happened. You guys want to pay attention to the match and not get blasted off again?
Ooh, sick burn!
Because he's the weakest member of the team? Bolin? What? I'm just trying to cut the tension between you two. You know, I'm trying to keep it loose.
It kind of sucks because, like, Bolin is, you know, a fun character, and he's not used in this game at all.
No, he only gets like two times to speak.
He really does. And what's going to happen is we got a couple minutes left in this. We're going to finish the pro bending, and it'll show the rest of the credits just normally. And I actually let that play out for a couple of reasons. First of all, is because the end credits music to Avatar is just really nice to listen to. I think it's really just chill and relaxing. And more importantly than that, there's actually a nice little part at the end. We get your results. We get to hear all the voice actors just kind of say thanks, which is neat, I guess. A nice way to finish an otherwise shitty game.
Thank you for playing the shitty game.
Pretty much. Thank you for spending your... I mean, it was cheap. I mean, I think this game, when it came out at launch, was like...
$20.
$20?
Yeah. So
it
not
definitely wasn't a
too
full price
bad,
title.
but yeah.
Yeah, that is a mitigating factor at least. And now we're the champions! Huzzah! Stuff and things, I guess.
Repeated animations.
Also, one thing I forgot to mention as well about the final fight is that when you died in the final fight, you had the option to go to Iroh's shop. Obviously, we can just talk here because it's just the final part of the credits. And you could go there and buy items, which would make the final fight easier, which is good, but it wouldn't let you equip them going back into the fight if you continued. You could only equip them if you actually quit and started from a checkpoint, which would make you do the first phase again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, why do you give me this option? See, neat music.
Isn't it just the normal credits music for an episode?
It is, but I'm saying it's like, for people who haven't seen it, like, this is nice music.
Yeah, that it is.
It's a testament to the actual show itself rather than this game. Like, don't let this game be an indication of how bad the actual series is. The series is amazing. Watch the series.
Yes, please do.
Yes. Alright, anyway, that's going to do it for us, guys. We will be back with the Danky Kangs, and we'll see you soon.
Hey, thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing. Hey guys, I know it was just one person, but I really like you and all of you.